Hey, what's up, guys? My name is YUGIOH from SCREENCASTERS. I'm coming to you now with something a little bit different. This is a tutorial video. One thing I do take a lot of pride in my channel. Well, there's two things I take a lot of pride in on my channel. Is one, my thumbnails and the thumbnails of my videos, and the bad sub series. I love both those things. There's two things on my channel that I really do feel separates me from everybody else. And one thing that's come to my attention is that people were asking me, how do you make your thumbnails look so damn sexy? And I thought, why the hell not? I'll show you guys a video on that. And you guys can actually see it for yourselves, how to make your own thumbnails. It's something nice I think I do for the community. And so, yeah. But I'll just show you. Alright, first things first, you can go to youtube.com, because why not? That's usually where the thing is. That's where, so you guys can see where I'm coming from and stuff. So I give you the explanation why I use custom thumbnails. All my thumbnails, I do them by myself. I think that's a little bit better than having your own thumbnails gotten from the internet. So you see on my channel, like typical things, all the thumbnails are custom made. This is back when like these ones, back when I didn't have a computer. This is basically a thumbnail from the internet. I made this one myself. Everything else is. You can see the contrast where, like, for example, the custom thumbnail, well, I guess you can't see, like, the custom thumbnails typically look better than from the internet, because I feel like it adds your own sense of style to it. Like, for example, if you just type in, like, any deck profile on YouTube, let me just show you guys where I'm coming from. See, these are thumbnails that are typically from either the video file, where, like, if you upload a video to YouTube, they give you an option of like 2 to 3 thumbnails. You can put your own custom thumbnails and stuff like that. So yeah, like, for example, I'm not smashing on anybody, but like this kind of thumbnail, I'm not really a fan of it. Because you can tell it's from the internet. Everybody has it. There'll be multiples and stuff, and some of them have watermarks, which this one has there diagonally. It shows where he actually got it from and stuff. And some of the thumbnails aren't really formatted right onto the. Like, if you get an image from the internet, it's typically not going to be formatted to YouTube's own thumbnail system. Like, for example, this one has the edges cut off, kind of like watching a video that they recorded upside down, like their phone is standing vertically instead of horizontally, so they had 2 black bars on that and stuff like that. Just something I wanted to throw out there. And you can see, for me, things to pop up more to me is like custom thumbnails, or the ones where the people are like showing the cards and stuff. For me, when I was first starting YouTubing, like just YouTubing in general, not even Yugi tubing, I preferred videos with the cards in it, so I see what I'm getting into. But that's personal preference. Like, for example, for me personally, custom thumbnails jump out more to me than, from the internet, because everybody has it. You'll see multiples, and black bars are definitely a no-no. Just in general, like, for example, we just saw a deck profile that had like this thumbnail. Another person, a different person, has the exact same thumbnail. It, like, takes away the individuality of your channel, and that's why I feel like custom thumbnails just. See, look, there's another one. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not putting down people who use internet thumbnails from the internet, because by all means we all started there. But if you want to take your channel to the next level and make it a little bit more different, just use a custom thumbnail. So that's basically what I'm doing and stuff like that. Alright, so enough looking through videos and making people feel bad. I'm so sorry if you do. Alright, the website I use for all my thumbnails is actually panzoid.com. Like, I have it tabbed right here in my thing. Panzoid is really great. It's online, it's free, you don't have to sign up for anything, and you just go to it, They also have a clip maker, so you can make intros and stuff. I personally haven't used it, didn't see a need for it. So you go to the backgrounder thing right here. Or if you want to make it quicker, just go panzoid/tools and go to the backgrounder. So here's what you got. It says everything on here is formatted for YouTube. You can either make your banner, you can make your avatar and stuff, like for your channel, or you can make the thumbnails. So what would be, what is this? Get out of here. Sorry about that. So you can either see the banner, you can make your banner from here. It shows like the dimensions and stuff. You can make your avatar for your channel, or you can make a custom thumbnail. This is basically where I do all my stuff on my channel. This is where I make my own like avatar and stuff like that. This is where I made my banner and everything. Everything on my channel, like this right here, the banner, this right here, the BLS Super Soldier, I made that using Panzoid. And there's different ways you can use it. I'll just show you my way. So let's get started. So first thing you're going to do is, when you have Panzoid up, you can open a new tab and go to Google and go to your images. Alright, so we're here. So you already got your video done. It looks nice. And you want to make it look nice. So this is what I typically do. I go to my file. these are 3 settings. You can have tile, fill. Fill basically means it fills the whole screen. Tile means it's like spotted. I'll show you guys it. So this basically, well, that's a deck profile I'm gonna be uploading sometime soon. I gotta edit it and stuff like that. So you can either download it from the internet, or you could have like me, like your own cornucopia of stuff you have from your previous videos. You save the renders, the backgrounds, and stuff. So, for the sake of this video, we're gonna do a Lightsworn deck profile. All right. So, where is it? I have a Lightsworn background here. All right. So tile basically means it's gonna be spotted and stuff like that. Fill is basically gonna mean it's gonna be the whole screen. All right. So that looks pretty nice, right? It already looks better than a custom thumbnail, right? That aside. So you have 2 options. So that's a layer 1 for your background stuff. Layer 2 is just adding another background on your background. Overlays, I don't really use those. The one you're going to be going to is text and images, about 2 down from layer 1, which is where you just were. Alright, so this one adds text, this one adds photos. If you add a text, it's going to show a sprite, and then you can just put whatever you want in here. So for the sake of this video, let's put a Yu-Gi-Oh! Lightsworn is shorthanded deck profile. Profile? No. Profile. Alright, I know you can't see it right now, but yeah, there's also a ton of different fonts and stuff, so many of them. There's a lot of fonts on here, and it's typically what I use. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So for the sake of this video, let's make it look kind of good. Let's go with propaganda, you know, pretty standard. And below that, you can change the color of it, whatever color you want it to, and stuff like that. And that's for the inside. You can also do the font size, like 100 or 200. You can see it as you're typing it, which is really nice. It's a nice touch on there. Alright, so right now let's do 125. Alright, pretty nice and big. I'm going to change the color, obviously. So typically what I do is add the text shadow and the text border. The border is like what the outline, the shadow is what makes it pop out. If you look right here, if you increase the thickness of the thing, it gets a lot thicker and stuff. And you can do whatever you want. So typically I go with 2, 3, 4, depending how big it is. Oh, one more thing. The font is very important in conjunction to what actual font you use, because some fonts are smaller than others. Like this is still 125, you know. So depending on what font you use, may need a bigger font or not, and stuff like that. Depending on what font you use and decide going with and stuff. So you know. All right. So this is kind of a smaller font. Let's go with 150. And I think you put 0.7 and stuff. The points don't really work on this one. It's usually when you have the actual renders, which I'll show you in a second. The renders, the 0.5 or 0.2 matters. For font size, doesn't matter as much because it's very little. But yeah. Alright, so what color are we going to make it, guys? Let's go with white. I'm not very good with tutorials, so bear with me if this isn't like the best thing in the world, right? So yeah, you got your render. You can move it around wherever you want and stuff like that. I usually put them on the top. That's my style. So now let's add a image. You're doing Lightsworns. What card or texture makes you think, oh, this is Lightsworns? This is obviously a Lightsworn deck profile that I could get into. So obviously not going to put like Gores or, you know, what's another good example? Or Satellar Knight Deneb and stuff like that. You're typically going to put like some renders. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Renders. And this usually, I have basically all my renders saved to my other deck profiles on here. And the reason you want to use renders is because they don't have the background to it. These don't have the background to it either, just bear with me. And you could put them on top of each other. They don't interfere with the stuff. And so, here's JD. Let's put JD here. Alright, so there's JD. You can move around and stuff. This one, since it's not a font, you don't have a font size, you have scaling, which is this. The x-axis basically makes them go higher on the x-axis, and the y makes them go bigger on the y-axis. You can make them as big as you want. You typically don't want to make them too big like that. Alright, oh, damn it. Alright, so this is where the points come in, like 0.5, 2, 0.5, stuff like that. Let's go with, since these are kind of a bigger render, let's go with 1.3. And typically you want these to be the same ratio, the same value and stuff. You know, stuff like that. You can move them around and stuff. But if you're doing multiple renders, move them to the side and stuff, because they're basically, when you put a new render, it's automatically on the center. So I'll show you guys in a second. So let's say you don't have like an image or a previously saved render from your previous videos saved. So this is where Google Images comes in mind. So the first thing you're going to type in is Yu-Gi-Oh! Render. And then whatever card you want. So for the sake of this video, let's go with Lumina, because Lumina is a very integral Lightsworn. So here it is. And the way you can tell it is a render and not like just an image with well, this is a render too, with just a white background, is these little spots. I think you can see them, I'm not sure, but for the sake of this video, there's spots behind her, like tiles, like gray and white. And the gray and white tiles behind her, that basically means she's a render, and she's like, what you get is basically what you actually see. So you can view the image, you know, stuff like that. Right click, save image as, put it wherever you want. You know, it's going to finish downloading and stuff like that. You move over here, add a new sprite. Always add new stuff for your new things. So sprite number 3 is going to be Lumina. So there she is. She looks beautiful. And you can just add her, move. Oh, that's JD. And when you click on it, make sure right here is highlighted. So if I click right here, the second sprite is going to be highlighted. Click right here, the first one, and stuff like that. So you can have her here, move her around and stuff. You can make it look presentable. Typically, I go for 2 or 3 people. Damn, JD, you're so fucking big. I go for 2 to 3 people on my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like renders. And you can make her bigger and stuff like that. Since she's a smaller person, let's go with 1.2. 1.2. You know, stuff like that. Right there. So already it looks really nice. Looks like, for me, I think this looks more professional than just like getting one online. And all these are automatically formatted to YouTube. Like, if you download this right now, you can just upload it to your video, and there won't be the black bars behind it. There won't be the white things. It'll be perfectly formatted and stuff like that. So there's that. Anything else I want to touch on? Thinking, all right, let's add Wolf in there. You know, Wolf seems pretty nice, and you can see multiple renders and stuff like that. Whichever one fits you, and you know, let's go with Wolf. All right, Wolf looks pretty nice, right? He's a pretty decent render. Oh, I think he had the gray spots behind him, so that's good. Oh, did I already save it? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so you save them. You can do this for anything. Add a new one. Scroll down. I'm going to show you guys how to layer it in a second, because layers are very important. So you said your guy was in the center. Move over here. They always automatically, when you put them, are automatically on the center. JD, get the fuck out of the way. So just move him over here. Alright. So what the layering means is basically who's in front of each other. Alright? The closer one to the top of order of things is basically going to be first. So let's say I have JD in front of Wolf and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Lightsworn deck profile. So if I want the deck profile thing to be behind JD for whatever reason, I can click on it and move it up or down by holding it and stuff, and you'll see, you know, JD's in front of him. Yay. But what if I want Wolf in front of him? Which one was Wolf? He was 4. So I'm going to take him, move him up right here. And now Wolf is the most centered thing. You know, he can go in front of everybody else. Nice, nice, nice. It's basically the line. And it's just personal preference and stuff like that. But you just move them around how you want to see it and stuff. As you can see, some of these renders aren't like finished, or the person like has their stuff cut off in the background stuff. So what you typically do is gonna make it not like that. So gonna put him in front of JD, and there you go, problem fixed. And there's a lot of cool things you could do. It's just what I do. Then you just go to download your background. It renders it. And it's finished. You go to download. It opens a new tab. It downloads it right down here. You gotta give it a second. There it is. It's already formatted. When you click on it, it'll basically show, hey, your thing's done. It looks nice. It's already formatted, and there's your thumbnail. You know, I think this is obviously better than having a thumbnail from the internet. Add your own stuff. You can add your own logos and renders. But yeah, I hope this is a nice tutorial on how to make better thumbnails. I think it's really nice. It's how I do them. There's also obviously a lot more to it. If you want me to do more stuff like this, comment down below. I'll be answering you guys as I usually do. So anything else you want to ask me, just comment down below. If you want to see more, tell me. And yeah, this is Jaeger from Screencaster. I'm reminding you to like the video, subscribe, comment on my channel, blah, blah, blah. And we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.